Hey, um, I'm waking up. It's 9:25. Virtual me, digital me. Uh, this is another, I guess, cloud storage. Blah blah. If some unlucky soul wants to watch this, I'm clogging up your brain with uselessness. So whatever. Uh, Last night and into today. Oh, that's right. I gotta try and remember that. Uh, to speak a little more loudly and enunciate, even though I pretty much just got up and whatever. Yeah. Anyways, um, yeah, I watched the DOAC interview. It's still kind of weird saying DOAC instead of Diary of a CEO, but DOAC interview with Mr. Beast. And I don't know. I don't know Mr. Beast personally, and I never will. I don't think anybody on the planet, statistically speaking, no one on the planet will. Functionally, no one will. But, you know, whatever. Um, it's not even really the right use of that word. Anyways, whatever. Um, I don't know. I almost don't even want to say this, but anyone that, God, this is going to make me sound like a total asshole, isn't it? Anyone that is like, goes out there with the I'm a businessman mentality and just this, yes, I'm a businessman, just kind of irks me the wrong way. I guess that's just part of my upbringing. It's kind of like, I'm a businessman, just has that pump my chest out kind of thing. It's just like, whatever. But, so that side of you is just kind of like, so that being said, I do a lot of thinking in my head when I'm recording this, so let me just pause it while I take a wait. All right. Well, anyways, I just wanted to say it was an entertaining watch and a good glimpse into his life and stuff. And it was a little weird because I think I said this when I was talking about him before. Because I looked down at it below again when I scrolled down again just a little while ago. I think the last video, I'm not counting any shorts because I don't really care about shorts too much. The oldest one I could find it said 13 years ago. And in the interview, he's saying, I'm 26 now. So 13 that would make him 13. And he did that, and I swear I heard him say something like, "Oh, when I was 11" and stuff like that, making videos. So maybe that was on an old account or something. And he did in the video that I saw. And I scrolled up, and he was like Mr. Beast 6,000 is what he was calling it, when apparently he had 6,000 subscribers. So I don't know what's going on there in that video. I don't know. It's hard putting stuff together because I know you make a video here, and then a year later, after you make the video, make another video and another video. And if you have if you already had viewerships, YouTube's keeping, sending it out to more and more people, and more people are subscribing and stuff. So the older videos are still being shown, and more people are watching them, more people are subscribing. So you're getting more views on, it's the snowball effect. So like I said, I don't know what happened, what the disparity between what he's saying in that interview and what it seems to me it looks like with all of that is. But like I say, I'm not going to do a whole bunch of research on that. So anyways, that's just that. And again, if you've gotten this far, 0 subscribers, 0 viewers, you might be wasting your time. Yeah. Waking up is crap to do. At that point, he's 26. I'm 42, so I believe that's 16 years. I'm telling you, buddy, 16 years. It's weird because it's like 38, 39, 40, but it's like, fuck you. Fuck you. He probably takes care of himself better. I didn't know he had Crohn's disease. I knew a guy that had Crohn's disease, and I don't know that I should really talk about him, but I knew a guy that had Crohn's disease. I didn't really know shit about it. I didn't know it was I guess it's basically an autoimmune disease. I think that's pretty much what they were saying. I didn't know that. I thought it was, from what I thought the guy was telling me, is basically they were like, oh, it's a mystery disease. They just knew it had these effects, and so and like maybe the original doctor that diagnosed it and the symptoms and stuff was named Crohn, so they named it Crohn's disease. Yeah, that sucks. It's one of those things that, sucks about medicine. It's one of them thinker problems. I don't know. Anyways, watch out. I might start thinking about it and just go into my blank stare mode. And I'm not a doctor, so I won't be able to do anything really about it. Anyways, kind of going into a tangent again. Trying to mentally remember where they were going so I could go after it. But I knew from previous just people that would talk about it and criticisms that were levied against him. I guess when you get to a certain point of celebrity and I suppose net worth, I did not know that his net worth was as high as it is. Apparently $1 billion. Net worth is different from how much money you have. He said apparently he only has $1 million at any one time, which, by the way, that's, if your net worth is $1 billion, like in assets and shit, and you only have $1 million, that is, I realize the guy's 26, but that is dangerous. That's 0.1%. That's scary level dangerous. Hopefully his mom pointed us out to him. I hope you're not I hope all your shit is not under loans. Hope it's owned. But getting back to that shit being, all the criticism and shit being thrown at him, what I heard was, maybe it was other guys. I think it was the Logan brothers making, that stuff that was some stuff being put into schools. Is that what it was? Here, hold on, let me pause. I don't know. Anyways, I tried to look around. I found Brunchly. Maybe that was the one I was thinking of. I don't know. Brunchly, Lunchly, it could have been. It was something, and they were like, oh, we're going to put this. I thought it was something like, oh, we're going to contract to put it in schools, and then people were like, no, that's, they say it's a healthy replacement, and then it's just another thing that's covered in sugar and all this stuff. It's not good for kids. And it's well, you were basically feeding kids stuff that's sugar anyways, so what's the diff? Well, it's just another way to give government money to a different corporation, blah blah blah. Well, I don't know. I don't like being, this is a criticism of me. Everyone will say, "Oh, like, the guy doesn't want to do research." Of course, I don't want to do research. I feel like it's not my fucking job. Somebody else do it. They're called reporters. American society doesn't like reporters anymore. Reporters like being reporters. That's what they want to do, unfortunately. You know, Trump and Club want to defund 60 Minutes. Why? Because they uncover that, Trump's an asshole. So, and not just Trump, but, every person in power who wants to, I don't know, buy chocolate from child laborers. Right? There you go. So that's, if indeed, that's kind of what I was getting at. Yeah. I liked that. I liked that part of the interview. I didn't know that chocolate bar that he was going at. I liked that entire piece or whatever, him talking about the whole making of the chocolate thing. I was just like, oh great, you're making a chocolate bar. But then, they went and talked about the entire thing. And yeah, I'm just kind of sick of hearing about ethical, organic, pasture raised and all that shit. For the main reason of, I'm very broke, and I have been my entire life. And okay. You as an organic or whatever, any of that, you want to make your thing, you're vegan and you want to sell this, you want to make it run around the world, you want to do all this great stuff for the planet. You have got to convince the American public and the world that the fucking people up top that have all the money need to pay taxes. Because then you can take that money and give it to Joe Schmo to have a good enough wage and money and everything, and educate us and blah blah blah, and everybody can have enough money to buy whatever we want, meaning the organic, grass-fed, ethically sourced, all of that stuff, or the shit that's made by child labor. You can make the decision. Fuck it, I don't care. If he was in Pakistan, he had been sewing soccer balls when he was 5 years old. Most people everywhere, not just America, don't want child labor to exist. We just, one, don't know about it, and two, after all the bills are paid, we got 4 cents. So, there. I hate to say it, Mr. Beast, your heart's in the right place, but you're not attacking the right problem. That's probably because you're young, but you are not attacking the right problem. You're attacking one of the right problems, okay. And you're doing a good job, but you're never going to get to your goal of ending, a million child labor problems, because that right there, I don't think you realize that it's probably the tip of the iceberg. There's probably a lot more child laborers in the world. What were those cocos? Oh, there's child laborers that are harvesting bananas. You're in a different country. I mean, pick your source material, source food, source whatever. And they're doing it. So go to the richest countries and make the richest people force them to pay more taxes. That's what we all need to do. It always comes back to that. Richest people in the world are not paying taxes. It's weird. You don't realize the depth of this problem until you grow older and gain a lot more perspective. And if you're the guy seems, as the interview went on, seems that maybe he might be more honorable than I initially gave him credit for. So maybe if you are, it'll just take a little bit more time for you to see the true depth of the problem, and then okay. I've said this. Oh, did I not say it on this channel? I may not have said it on the other channel. I think a lot of people are saying it blatantly. I think that Richard Wolff guy is saying it. Saying the end is near. The end of capitalism. The end of this. The end of that. Yeah, the new, I don't know what you want to call it. There's a new thing coming. A lot of Christians are saying Jesus is coming. You think Jesus is coming back to this place? He already got out once. He ain't coming back. Anyways, so yeah. The line that he gave, DOAC, I don't know the guy's name. I don't even know Mr. Beast's name, so, I'm going to call them by their character names. You said, would you ever sell Feastables? And this is why I actually kind of went from more on the suspicious side to more on the okay, subscribe, I guess, side of Mr. Beast. DOAC said, would you ever £5 billion or dollars to sell Feastables? And Mr. Beast said, hell no. I'll never sell it because the first thing they'll do to up the margins is drop the ethical sourcing. You're damn right they will. They will do anything they can, screw over any part of the labor and whatever. If there's a machine that can grind up people, throw them into the dirt and make the cocoa grow faster, you know, the people in Africa, because they can't afford to buy the stuff, and then harvest the beans and sort them and everything, and then ship it to, you know, fat white people, and it'll make it taste better and everything, and be like, ooh, this is good chocolate. Like, I have no idea where it comes from, because I'm nice and blind and don't give a shit. But meanwhile, the owner is like, money, money, money. You're goddamn right they'll do it. So, exactly. You're a person that's starting a business, and maybe you do care about money, maybe you want money. I have to say this all the time because my personal opinion is I think I got to get this through everybody's head, but I think money is barbaric. But, you know, whatever, you can take a different opinion. If you want money and you, whatever, and you want to do it, you want to have money while not, you know, throwing everybody else under the bus, then okay, go for it. You know, I guess I'm behind you. That's, you know, if you want money and you're hiring people and you are actually making it, you know, your goal is to make damn sure everyone involved in it is, you know, the lifted up in the process. Okay, I'll be behind you in spirit because I'm here and you're there, so, you know, I can't physically push you, but, you know, hopes and prayers. Fucking Republicans. Oh, it flooded. No. Don't think about what we could have done or are definitely not going to do in the future, because fuck you assholes. Hopes and prayers, motherfuckers. Actually, what we are going to do in the future are find some brown people and make sure that we have big metal clubs. Because this country is for white people. Say Kyle. I mean, freedom, America, Christianity. Did you catch that last part? Yeah, good. Yeah. So there you go. Um, I hope everybody enjoys me being a complete dick to every Republican, because that's my job. And if I achieve it 10 times in a video, then I have done my work. And yeah, there's no editing in this. I mean, aside from me pressing the pause button a couple times. Because, oh, it's still, I mean, it's early, but it's not early. Oh, I gotta think of what I gotta do today too. So I'm gonna just stop it and say, boobs out.